I know it's early in the morning. I'm not gonna try to be too loud, but I've been up learning all freaking morning, y'all. And some people may know of this, some people don't, right? Like, okay, so I was just recently watching this video called The Unseen Realms, okay? And it's by a good teacher. I forgot his name, I should have wrote it down. But it's on my community board. So the first video I seen when it was basically giving explaining about demons and who they are and why do we have demons, okay? So basically it's like being rebellious. They would basically say like demons are people who are rebellious, okay, to God's order, all right? I'm gonna speed it up to basically about the unseen realm when I was watching it. So, long story short, y'all, even though you're chosen, okay, you're chosen for a reason to be able to like explain to people and depict and decipher to people what your life was about and who you are, okay? Because once again, nobody is perfect. So when you take time to change and evolve and grow, it's just to change certain things within yourself that you could be most timid or afraid of people of knowing. I think that's what that is. Like, wow. I wrote down basically, in order to be a part of this world, you have to engage in sin because becoming too much of a saint will cause you to be cast out and looked upon as better than God or his people. Okay? And I guess some people would take that terminology or take this saying that I have wrote out of context. Okay? Because even if you are a sinner, right? Like things could still happen to you. So it's like it's all about balance. It's all about duality. So it's all about how much you sin and how much you cause destruction, death, and chaos around you in your atmosphere, or when it comes to people, places, and things. And then I also wrote down everything is in reverse. You need evil in order to get goodness. Too much of goodness brings evil. So it's like when we have too much. Okay, so you know how the movement now is like they want people to like change their ways, fall astray, or go away from what they be doing that's in a negative way. And it's like for some of you, if you paid attention to when you were sinning and you were doing all these different things, your life was good. Your life was great. And it's like soon as you become too much of like wanting to be perfectly seen in the image of other people, that's when all these things start to like gravitate and attach to you. Okay, because you know how they, because you know like, how can I explain this? It's like the further you, because you like most people can read the Bible like up to 5 to 10 times and still don't understand it unless their view of perception and their viewpoint is like in a broader scale point to which that they have an open mind. So just recently, I put on my community board. I was like, it's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion, speaking your mind, and having a point of view because everybody has different point of views on how they view certain contexts that they read or that they learn, right? So most people get to the point to where as though they are afraid to like show that they have sinned because of judgment of other people, right? So say for instance, like when we pick up on somebody like being into the same sex or something like that, that's why I always say okay, and so like there's nothing wrong with that because oh okay, and I got another revelation with that too. I'm not trying to be loud, y'all. So if it sounds like I'm whispering, I'm just not trying to be loud. It's like 6 in the morning. This is another thing I was getting when it comes to like being like dealing with the same sex because in order for us to have feminine and masculine energy in us, we all have femininity and masculinity. So you're going to switch. Wow, that's deep. You're going to switch from different aspects of yourself. So, say for instance, if you are a masculine and you are too much in your feminine energy, you're going to be curious towards a man because you're too much in your feminine energy. or it's just too much of your femininity that you're using at that time. And say for instance, if you are a female and you're too much of your masculinity, you're going to use, and you're using too much of your masculinity, you're going to like be attracted to women. I hope that makes sense, because I don't want to like have anybody like, what are you talking about? But it all makes sense the more you do your own research, you do your own processing of things. Like, you have to unlearn certain things that was taught to us in a negative way in order to make sense out of it. Okay? So it's like, for some of you, like some people, I know majority of you, you have experienced a same-sex connection or relationship, but they want you to base it upon like it's evil or it's bad or something like that. Like, they want you to believe it's a sin, but if you look at it, like, we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. So it's like we're going to fluctuate from that energy, because sometimes in life, one minute you want to be a dude and one minute you want to be a woman. So I just hope people make sense out of that. Like, don't ever be ashamed of something that you did or that you done or that you partook in, because God is the only one that understands it. You get what I'm saying? Only time it becomes a sin is like you try to like rebel against the fact that you were into those things or you partook into those things. Like, it's so much I'm learning, y'all, and I'm trying to explain to y'all in a way that y'all have understanding. Okay? If you feel like what I'm saying isn't right, then take it up with God, okay? Like, take it up with God. Just period. Okay? Because he created the image of humans and the image of man and women. Only he know what understanding you can get, because just like how he was saying how he cast angels down from heaven too. Okay? And I feel like he didn't cast his angels down from heaven because they was being rebellious. It's just that he needed his angels to teach humans in his way of like, in his way of image or his way of being, like how he created and how he seen things and how he wanted things to go. Excuse me. Lay down. It's like every time I get the kick in knowledge and wisdom, here comes the attacks. I said, lay down. Here comes the distractions. Okay? So if you just chiming in and you trying to figure out what I'm talking about, I'm not trying to be loud. It's like 6 in the morning where I'm at. Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. So basically what I'm saying is, in order to be a part of this world, you have to be a sinner. Just period. Okay? And too much of sin can cause some form of destruction, like daily destruction or something like that. But it's all about the balance and duality within you. So I was just talking about the same sex situation. Okay, we're going to be open minded about same sex connections and relationships with people, because I know people have questions about it. Because I know some people always being judgmental and be like, oh, because you're gay or because you this, that, and the third, or you have this preference, you're going to hell and this, that, and the third. Only thing is, where it become a sin is like when you are ashamed or afraid to come out on it, come out about it. And I think I already said something about that if you first was watching me and I first started tarot. Okay? That's why I said I don't have to hide anything. I keep everything straightforward. Okay? It only becomes a sin if you like try to hide it. Okay? So it's like, never be ashamed or afraid if you had uh like in your past life, somewhere down the line, you chose to be a masculine and you was attracted to women, whether you were female. And then somewhere down the line, if you was a masculine energy and you was attracted to men. You get what I'm saying? Because in your awakened state is growing and developing who you are sexually, and to be comfortable with your sexuality, you're supposed to be open-minded about it. Okay? It only becomes, like I said, a sin and deadly when you try to hide it. That's why if you pay attention to the industry, how all these people are, because you see how they got Orlando. Let's look at this. You see how they got Orlando Brown openly speaking about him and Lil Bow Wow and shit like that and all that other stuff. That's because he's not sinning. He's actually standing in his image of what God wants him to be, which is truthful and honest, and he's being justified. He's being justified for what he partook in. It don't necessarily mean that he's gay. You get what I'm saying? It's just at that point in time, he was operating in his feminine energy. You get what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense. Because sometimes people get into like occultic practices and occultic things, but they be ashamed and they hide it, and then it becomes a sin. But if you know that you are like open about your sexuality, okay, because I'm pretty sure majority of us on this planet, we done did the same sex, we done been into the same sex, and we done at least opened ourselves up to it. I don't want to hear nobody on this live sitting up here saying, shit, I ain't never touch a female, kiss a female. I ain't never touch a man, kiss a man. Da, 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 da. Somewhere in your mind, your thoughts has went to that energy and vibration, because it's not out of like it's evil or because you feel guilty about it. It's just that the creator of who created us in his image is keeping us to an open state of mind and energy. Y'all, I'm telling you, Spirit been on point with me when it comes to breaking down this knowledge to y'all, because the world is really brought up and based up on lies, and it's only up to you to see things from a different perspective. Okay, so for some of my men and women, if you know that you try anything out of curiosity, please don't be ashamed of it. Please, please, please. I don't care what nobody say. People could probably be on my live talking about something, oh, you going to hell, you this, that, and the third. No, I'm not, because I'm actually doing what God is telling me to do. Just point blank, period. Okay? So never be afraid of being curious or open about who you are, what you tried, and what you did, as long as you're being honest and truthful with yourself. Because most people, they walk around and they don't be honest about their sexual preferences, and it becomes a sin, and that's when it becomes deadly. You get what I'm saying? Because some of it, what are you doing? Oh, some of us, well, I'm not going to say some of us, some people, okay, 12 o'clock, some people, it's like they do it behind closed doors or whatever the case may be. But, okay, this is when it becomes a sin, because I'm trying to get everything that God is telling me. This is when it becomes a sin. It's like when you know that that's what you do, or that's what you practice, or whatever the case may be. But when you out and about with your good men or your good girlfriends, you portray to be like you're not interested. That's why anybody that know me, I will always be like, I will, like, most people, how can I say this? Anybody that been around me, right? They will sit and be like, how can I say this? Like, I always, that's why I said, if you are attracted to me, I give credit when it's due to women. Because I'm not a hater. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, that bitch ugly, when I know she pretty as shit. Oh, that bitch fat as shit. And then I'm going to just be like, oh, that bitch ain't fat and this, that, and the third. I just hope that makes sense. Okay? All he's trying to say is just do you and be great at it and be good at it. And I think that's why people see you as a threat, because you understand things in a way that most people are afraid to understand for themselves. That's why it's like, don't ever be ashamed or afraid if you ever had a connection with the same sex, because we're going to experience it. Because you got to remind yourself, we have masculine and feminine energy in us, and it's called duality. It's called balance. Okay, it only becomes a sin when you try to hide it and you're ashamed of it. Okay. That's why people look at other women and they question it, and they know that other women are into other women, because that's your image. That's the way that you are supposed to be. That's who God created you to be. So if you wonder why women and men are attracted to you, it's because you mastered the art of your sexuality. Damn, this is deep. 1414. So if you wonder like why women look at you, or why women are attracted to you, why women want to sleep with you and you're another woman, it's because you mastered the art of sexuality. You know the meaning of what sexuality means. So, and that goes for my men too. If men is attractive and you're handsome, and other men is attracted to you and they see you, it's because you mastered the art of sexuality. You became a You became the image of God. That's why most people are jealous and envious of you, because you became the importance image of God. Like, you understand it. That's why when I be reading cards about the same sex, I be like, okay, and like, it's nothing wrong with that, because we have masculine and feminine energy in us, and until we understand the sins of our own doings and who we are, we're always going to be ashamed. We're always going to run away from who we truly is. Okay, like, I'm not saying like just because you experienced it or you partook in it one point in time in your life, like in a past life or something like that, doesn't mean that you're attracted to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hope that makes sense, because most people probably be like, oh, because this man did this or this woman did this at one point in time in her life, that means that she full blown gay. No, that just means at one point in time you was operating too much out of your femininity as a masculine, and you just felt some kind of way. What the fuck? Like, what you like? I don't know. Like, and then it's just like for a feminine, we operated too much in our masculine energy, and we just felt the urge and the desire to just but sexually be attracted to other women. I hope this makes sense, y'all. Only the people that has an open mind and is able to understand this knowledge and this wisdom that's given to them will be able to decipher what I'm saying. I don't need nobody coming on here faking, lying, and trying to hide the fact that they once in their life was partaking into any form of the same sex. I don't want to hear it. Okay? This is a part of growing, this is a part of ascending, and this is part of evolving. This is the only way you're going to ascend to where you need to be in life, unless you become open-minded and you're open to who you are and your sexuality. That's why some of us that was raised and brought up to break generational curses, because some of us was either into incestuous things with family or friends or whatever the case may be. And it's like God is like, he wants you to be open and more understanding of why you went through those things when you were a child. Okay? Like, yeah, it becomes a curse because that's not how it's supposed to be, like family and family. Or you get what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense, y'all. Just please stay open-minded at this point, because I don't want nobody to be rocked to sleep. Like, I'm not trying to rock nobody to sleep. I'm just trying to get y'all to have more understanding on why you see more families keeping it in the bloodline or keeping it in the family. You get what I'm saying? Because I guess it generates and brings more wealth, but too much of it can become a deadly sin. Okay? When you keep it to where though, that's why, okay, let me put it like this. I'm gonna slow down for a second, because when it comes to stuff like this, I love wisdom and I love knowledge. Like, I love to learn different things, have different perspectives, have different revelations. I love stuff like this. So this is nothing new to me. As I said, I've always been true to this. You get what I'm saying? So let me give y'all a prime example. Just like how I'm not being racist, because I don't want nobody to come on here and say you being racist. Just like how some white people or some people from the country or whatever the case may be, they're into incest, but they come out about it. Like, it be documentaries and biographies and stuff like that back in the day about how some white people was into incest, but they came out about it. And you wonder why your uncle or like a cousin is really your father, or really your son, or some shit like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense, y'all. Please. And that's what God is trying to show everybody. Because I know we be saying repent for your sins. Yeah, you're supposed to repent for your sins and ask for forgiveness, because he knows that nobody is going to be perfect, because nobody is perfect. But the only thing is, some people become too much of a perfectionist. That's why I always say I know I'm not better than nobody, because I know I done did shit too. But I don't be ashamed about mine. That's the thing. I don't be afraid to speak up about it and say at one point in time I was into women, or I had a sexual encounter with women. That's why I say, if you've been watching me since I first started, I said that on my channel already. Okay? So that's why when people watch me, they question me sometimes. They be like, are you into women or are you into men? I'm full blown into men. Okay? Just period. Because it's nothing like that penetration. I don't care what nobody say. Alright? But at one point in time, people in this world drifted off and experienced, okay? It's just about being truthful and honest about it. Because I was just watching this documentary called The Unseen Realms. Go watch that. I just put it on my community board, and I put the other thing about demons, okay? That's when you become a demon, because that's when you become a demon in God's eyes and his image, because you're being rebellious from your own sins. So I hope nobody is trying to be rebellious from their own sins. Just accept who you are and just live it. Like, don't be ashamed of it. I don't want nobody to be ashamed of it. That's why I always speak positivity into y'all, because sometimes when we watch certain things, we hear more judgmental um criticism than people actually like promoting it in a healthy way to have more understanding. Okay, and it's like until we have more people that is able to promote stuff like this in a healthy way, it's always going to be looked at upon negative. Okay, and take that up with your media, because they are the reason why some of this shit is like demonic. Okay, because they do shit behind closed doors, or they do shit unknowingly, and then they turn around in front of masses of people or a group of people and pretend like they're not these things. That's when it becomes a sin. Hold on, boo boo. That's when God casts you out and He counts you out. But He will always count you in if you become open to who you are and not be ashamed of it. Just period. That's why some people be looking at you, whether you're a man or woman, be like, how are your how are your breasts? What? So somebody like your breasts. And other people watch you and look at you and be like, how are you so blessed and how are you so highly favored? It's because you understand wisdom and knowledge on a God's level. On God's level, that's how you're going to forever be blessed and forever be favored, because you understand God's wisdom and knowledge that He's bringing down to humanity. Okay? The only reason why Satan got cast down from heaven to be on earth, because he wanted to be rebellious. He felt as though he didn't have to confess his sins to God on why he felt as though he was better than Him, or why he wanted his place or his position or his spot. You get what I'm saying? So that's why He cast him down here to take over and rule and control and have dominion over people. But if you believe in God and you know that God is the only one that can save you from your sins and what you have committed and done, then you ain't got to worry about Satan taking control or have a dominion over you. Because having dominion over you is basically controlling your mind, controlling your way of being, your well-being. Do whatever it is you please. You are a free person. Like, you are free. That's why I really was saying about the Adam and Eve. Like, Adam and Eve was basically to merge families and grow families in the image of God. But if you read it, they said in the Bible that Lilith was Adam's first wife. And the reason why Lilith got banished is because she chose to start thinking, doing, being, and speaking for herself. You are an Eve when you let Adam control you, your way of being, thinking, feeling, and expressing. Lilith, she stood for herself as in her own independence. So they made her out to be a she-devil. They made her out to be a demon when she never was a demon. She always been a goddess. It's just Adam didn't want to like open his mind and see things from a different point of view or a different way of being, because he wanted to have control. Too much control at that. That's why most of our men is always held captive and in captivity from these women, because they don't like to think outside the box or perceive things the way that they're supposed to perceive them. Because if you pay attention, men are supposed to be protectors and providers. That's why they are men. But when a man is too much in their feminine energy, they become to show jealousy tendencies over a woman, and they start to want to harm a woman. They start to want to kill their women. They start to want to abuse their women, because they're operating too much in their femininity instead of fluctuating out of both energies, because you're always going to be a man. The only reason why men are so easily emasculated is because they was already emasculated by another man. We're not going to sit up here and make it an excuse like it's the women that's doing it. You feel me? It's other men that's doing it because they're letting men dominate them, when it really supposed to be your woman that's supposed to be submissive to you. You're supposed to be the ruler and controller of that land, which is her body, her mind, her soul, her spirit, her essence, her presence, all that. As I said, this stuff goes deep until you are willing, like, free willingly using your mind the proper way. 24/24. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with learning different things and thinking outside the box. But they want you to believe in one way, one structure, and one form. So they look at you as like a rebellion when you're not even being rebellious. You're just actually doing what God wants people to know, see, and experience. It's these people that are afraid to come out to like have a different way of thinking, being, and feeling is who are the rebellions, is who are the demons. That's why I always say that. Like, you only become a demon if you be too rebellious to what God already created you to be. Because we all have it in us, masculine and feminine energy. You're all, like, everybody is going to one point in time in their life be attracted to a woman, be attracted to a man, or the same sex. You just have to be open enough to even, like, express that and say that. That's why we really be having more people into suicide and all that, because they're afraid or ashamed to come out. So instead of them coming out and fully being who they are with the love and compassion that God has placed in them, they kill themselves. That's why I said this stuff goes deep, y'all. Like, this stuff goes deep. Okay? And then it be like men be killing off of a tranny or something like that, because when it get to the point where they start to threaten them and be like, hey, I'm going to blah, 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 it's like they are afraid of that. So they get rid of that person because they don't want it to come out. And it's like, either way, buddy, you're still going to be judged for that sin you committed. Because either way, it's like when you're trying to like block out something that you have done or did, you're going to forever have a guilty conscience. But when you are free, like, how can I say this? When you are freelancing it and you're opening up and you're saying it, you're not going to be guilty about it. Because I'm pretty sure the way that this world is now, everybody done tried and dibbled and dabbled in the same sex. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I know I'm not gonna say everybody, because some men, they just real life be full blown men, like they alphas, and they be like, oh hell no, I'm not into that. I don't get down like that. I don't do that. You get what I'm saying? But okay, Spirit, hold on. Spirit is telling me even if these men pretend like they didn't and they're alpha men, they still somewhere down the line had to do something. Okay.
Mommy.
Wow.
Mommy.
This shit is
Mommy.
deep.
My walk.
What?
Where's my walk?
Where your walk? This stuff is deep, y'all.
Mommy. Where's my walk?
Oh, I put it up. Hold on. Yeah, this stuff is deep. So there's nothing wrong with just sitting and self-reflecting and getting yourself in order. It's just stay true to you. And you don't have to worry about nobody casting stones and gossiping and slandering you. Because the ones that really be gossiping and slandering you because they can't find no dirt on you for real, Grand Rising Lovely, it really just be them that's afraid of their sins. Okay? So never be afraid, okay? It's the reason why God is bring y'all to me, because I understand. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I done that. Okay? Where I was into the same sex and all that. Only thing is, I was never ashamed of it. It's just now, where I'm at now, no. I gotta real be operating in my masculine energy too much to like find a female and be like, oh yeah, I want to fuck you, or I want to kiss you, or I want to touch you, because we all going to fluctuate out of our masculine and feminine energy. It's just some females, they try to be too masculine because they're afraid to even just be like, yeah, I'm into the same sex. So they keep a man around to abuse that man, to treat that man like SHIT, because they're afraid of that man knowing that they like to scissor. They like to bump booties. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said one thing about me. I might have experienced those things by my own free will, but I love men, okay? Like, I would never emasculate a man to make him feel like, is a man better than you and this, then, the third. Hold on. Shh. Zoe, move over, because he's trying to sleep and stretch his legs out. Like, that's one thing I won't do. You feel me? Like, I know a man when I see one, and I'm going to treat you as such, and I'm going to treat you with respect and dignity and all that. It's just these women out here that's too afraid to come out sexually about what they really like is the ones that's abusing y'all, treating y'all like SHIT, talking to y'all like spit and all that. And then let's not get it twisted, because some men that get abused by women, they provoke the women to do that because maybe they're afraid to come out there about their sexuality. So it's like vice versa. It's like a little bit of both. You feel what I'm saying? But one thing about me is like I will respect the man when I see him. When I see one, I'm not going to sit up here and talk to you like you idiot and everything, or you don't have a place in the world. You get what I'm saying? Because we all have a place in this world to be here. You just have to acknowledge it and be able to freely be you with no cares in the world. Because when you start to care too much about other people's opinions and their thoughts and their emotions and their feelings for you, you're going to always be lost in who you are. That's why people have identity crisis. And that's why people go through midlife crisis, because they're ashamed or afraid of their own sins that they committed. And it's like once you confess them sins with your own tongue and your own mouth, it's like it's really not gonna mean nothing. It's not gonna matter anything. It only matters when you're trying to keep all that stuff bottled in because you're afraid of other people's opinions, validations, and stuff like that. As I said, I don't care, okay? Because I'm not a fake person. Like I'm not one of those females that just be sitting and walking around like I'm better than anybody. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I can freely be a voice for those people that are ashamed or afraid to speak up about who they are and what they like or their preference. That's why God made me this platform so I can help those have a voice that are not able to have a voice for themselves. I hope that makes sense. Like I've been learning all day, y'all. I still got more stuff to research, learn, and listen to. Okay, this man that I had start that came to like it's like the algorithm know when you're on your next phase and your next level of ascension of growth because your algorithm will change on your YouTube. If you're constantly watching stuff that's like not bringing information to you or insight or awareness to wisdom, you can have another perspective. You need to change the things that you're watching. You need to change the things that you're looking at. Because if I watch the same things over and over and all that person is talking about is death and judging you and making you feel uncomfortable about yourself, you need to change it. You need to change whatever it is you're watching because the algorithm is only going off based on what you want to learn and what you want to see and what you want to be. Just period. I'm telling you, technology is so advanced right now. They know which frequency, vibration, and level you on spiritually because we're all growing spiritually each and every day to have the consciousness of Christ and how he created this whole universe, this whole world, okay? So change whatever it is that y'all viewing, watching, and looking at. So y'all can have different perspectives of stuff. Like sometimes when stuff pop up on your feeds, it's a video and it might sound very harsh, like a killing or a death or missing or something is missing or whatever. Just watch it because it's going to give you more understanding of why these things occur and why these things happen in people's lives. And sometimes it be other people that want to come into other people's life and destroy their lives because they're just open about their life. Because they let the darkness, the principalities of darkness take over their mind to as though they feel as though they got to get rid of you or do this to you because you're just open. You're just more open about yours. Because you have a voice. These people need you to be the voice for them. And if they get rid of you, ain't nobody going to be able to understand them the way that you do, whether you're a man or a woman. That's why these people know that instead of keep coming against you, they got to fall in line and be with you. Because a lot of things are going to start making sense over time. The more you stay on your journey, the more you stay on your path. So whether people are blocking you, because the way that we're being structured and programmed is way different from back in the day. Okay? Because you're not going to be able to go to your nearest church and sit there and listen to a pastor or a preacher all day. No, you're going to have to be your own teacher. So as though you learn these things for yourself to have understanding of why you was born this way, raised this way, or created this way. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Okay? Because it's a lot of things that people try to make it seem like it's bad and it's really not. It's just you got to make sense out of it. It only becomes bad when you don't have no awareness of it, when you don't understand it, and you're just doing it just to do it. No, you have to have understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. That's when it don't becomes a sin. But if you just out here just doing things and coming apart and being a part of situations, people, places, and things, and you don't know why. That's why it becomes a sin. And then all these things around you start to happen, far as like destruction. You get what I'm saying? Like, just watch what I had posted on my community board so y'all can get more understanding and awareness. Um, like, I love what I do. People know that. People can see that. Like, I'm all about learning. Like, I always been this way. Um, yeah, like we all had to go through it. Okay? Like some of us, we probably ain't never been depressed in our life before, and you're going through depression, yeah, because it's something that God want to teach you when it comes to depression. Because maybe you can help somebody else around you to like get through their depression. You see what I'm saying? This is why we go through things. To be able to teach one is each one teach one. If I can teach you something and give you information, you can take that down and give information to somebody else and teach them. And then that person to come to their awareness on why they're depressed or why they're emotionally distraught or why they're sad all the time. Because all these things that's going on in your head, you're afraid to say it. That's why I always say I don't have a guilty conscience. I don't think I ever did. Because I always been freely open in the things that I do. Especially when I used to partake in and like Molly and all that stuff. Like it's people still doing it, but they're afraid and ashamed to tell their family they was into it. Like my own family even knew that I used to do Molly and shit like that. It even got to the point where they used to judge me for it. You get what I'm saying? Used to try to make it seem like, oh, I'm gonna be strung out or I'm a fall. No. Some of that stuff when I was doing Molly, I'm not gonna hold you. When I was doing Molly, it opened me up the most. Like it opened my mind up endlessly, like tremendously, to where as though I'm tapping into information that people wouldn't even tap into. That's what I'm saying. It's all about you and who you are. Because some people do drugs and they let the drugs do them. No, you do the drug and don't let that shit do you. That's why it's always good to stay productive when you do drugs or when you participate in stuff that is meant to cause friction in the brain. So say for instance, if you do LSD or you do shrooms and stuff like that, continue to be aware, continue to learn, because that'd be the most mind-blowing things in your life when you do those drugs, and that's how you learn. Why you think they had ayahuascas and stuff like that? Like I'm telling you, this stuff goes deep. Like this is nothing new. Like our people been doing this. God has been put these things here for a reason and created these things here for a reason, because it's really for you to tap into who you are, to gain the wisdom and knowledge. That's why he don't judge you. He know you're gonna drink today, drink tomorrow, smoke tomorrow, sniff some cocaine, pop some Molly, pop a Percocet, do some Xanny. He know you're gonna do all that. But it's all about how you're doing it. Are you taking time to get to know him and be aware of having like real life 20/20 tunnel vision, or you're just doing these things and it's passing you by? Your life is just passing you by. You ain't got shit going for yourself. You ain't doing nothing. That's when it becomes a sin. That's when things becomes a sin, when you are doing, participating and partaking in these things and you're not seeing why you're doing it. You're not becoming aware of why you do these things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hope this makes sense, y'all. Because I'm really trying to awaken y'all to where as though y'all have a different point of view, a different perspective. Because when you over here on my channel, I'm not trying to keep y'all in a box. I'm not trying to control y'all. I don't want y'all money. I don't ask y'all for money. I don't want none of that. I just want y'all to be able to find the awareness and understanding for yourself, to be comfortable and to live your life each and every day, and not have people. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Somebody crying, and not have people make you feel less than because you choose to just be different. That's why I said you're not meant to fit in. Not everybody's going to understand you. Not everybody's going to get you. Hi, honey bun. Grand rising to everyone that's joining, okay? The more y'all get to know me, the more y'all gonna be like, wow, she's actually cool as fuck. Like, who wouldn't want to be her friend? Like, that's why most people really was around me, was envious and jealous of me, or they always try to snake me. But I don't play victim because I know it was a lesson in that too. It's like, it's starting to dawn on me now. It all makes sense now. Why? Okay, I created more enemies in my life than like actual friends or people that actually want to support me because of the wisdom and knowledge that I have when it comes to opening my mind when I do certain things. You get what I'm saying? So I never try to like dumb myself down or lower my standards. That's the thing. I always wanted to think above and beyond or have like like a broader viewpoint. So it's starting to make sense now why I'm the way that I am. And most people just be like, oh, you could tell she is who she are because she like can break things down and explain it in a way y'all can get it. You get what I'm saying? Somebody is crying because why I feel like I just wanted to cry. It just felt like I wanted to like just break down and boo hoo hoo. Like it just felt like I just wanted to like break down and cry, y'all. That's how it felt. Like I understand it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard out here when people don't understand you, when people don't get you, and then you finally find somebody that's a part of your soul tribe, or that's a part of you that understands you and gets you. I understand. I know how I feel. Because at times I feel like I'm alone. And I got to keep telling myself, you're not alone. It's just you're in a season to where though you're being alone right now because God is working on you. God is reconstructing you in the image for people to understand that God does live through you and God is using you. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, who child my life is born. Okay. And it's gonna be like, I wanna have fun. Like you be like, I wanna have fun. Like, can I have fun for a second? God, like, no, we got you back in class. Like, we got you back in school. It's time for you to learn different things because we have information that we need you to get out to people. Because the way how the media and the industry has made these things, how they idolize these things when it comes to the LGBTQT community, how they make it seem like it's a bad thing. It only becomes a bad thing when these people use it as a sin and they use it in a negative way. They're not educating you. That's when things become a sin, when you're not educating someone properly and educating these kids. You feel me? So for some of you, like I said, some of you it's gonna get to the point to where you're gonna take your kids out of school because it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna be getting picked on, they're gonna be getting bullied. Because even other people kids, because now the way how people kids are raised and brought up, they can tell when your child is special, when your child has a purpose too, just like you. Because when you have a purpose, all of us have a purpose here on life, but some of us we choose not to step into it because we don't quite understand why God is calling us. Some people think God is calling you, and they look at what happened to Martin Luther King and all this other stuff and this and that third because of the assassination. No, these people get assassinated is living in sin. That's why. Because they're afraid to speak up and speak out about who they are, what they love to do, and what they're like passionate about. That's it and that's all. That's the only time death comes at your doorstep or in your energy or in your frequency, when you are afraid to just be you. And the thing is, this is another thing. Say, for instance, you are like a very beautiful woman or a very attractive man, and your friend is attracted to you, but you don't see that person as attractive, or you don't even see that person in that type of form, and then they turn around, go behind your back and start saying all these things about you, and they wonder why they're being taunted by the death angel because they're trying to make it seem like they have control, dominion, and power. That's why I said that's a sin. Those people are sins. Those are demons.
Mommy.
Though that's who brung the apple to Adam and he chose to eat it. It was never Eve. Because Eve was already a sinner. She was already a sinner. That's why I said they be tricking y'all until y'all learn how to decipher the Bible for yourself and have a different mindset and a different point of view. Why you think that they banished Lilith? Because Lilith knew all the information. Lilith was very intelligent. She was very smart. She knew what to stand for and what not to fall for. That's why I put on my community board, I am a Lilith and not an Eve. And you cannot find no Adam. A Lilith doesn't belong with an Adam. Like at one point in time, she was married to him, but Adam was so daggone like restricted in his mindset that he didn't even want to be, he didn't want to like be out of it. You get what I'm saying? So he felt comfortable in sin and living in sin and all that other stuff. Lilith realized wanted a family. She realized wanted to be married and have kids and all that other stuff. That's why I said they be confusing y'all. That's why we have kingdom spouses and kingdom marriages and stuff like that. This stuff is deep. It's just reverse psychology. It's just all reversed. That's why it's like to be a part of this world, you have to sin and you have to understand why you are a sinner. Because if you know you sinning, right, you doing all this shit behind closed doors, but you go out into the world and you act like you oh so perfect, can't nobody tell you shit, and this, that, and the third. No, people can sense that. People can see that. Okay? And some people be like making it seem like, oh, you're a hater or you're jealous. No, I was never a envious person of you. I was never jealous of you. Because I can see you. I see right through you. You get what I'm saying? That's why God gave me discernment, because I can see you. I know what you're into. I know what you like. But that's not my business to sit up here and be like, oh, you're a fraud. Oh, you're a phony. Oh, you're this, that, and the third. No, I let you live your life comfortably. I fucks with you, my nigga. What's up? You want to be friends? We can smoke a J. We can talk big shit. We can laugh. We can play. We can get drunk. We can do all that shit. What's up with you? Shit, you sniff a line? Cool. Go ahead, sniff a line, my nigga. At one point in time, we did that too, my nigga. You feel me? You see, I'm not ashamed of that shit. Most people are ashamed of it. And then it's like people want to keep you in your past because they're still living in their past. You already passed your past. That's how you keep karmic cycles going. That's how you live in karmic cycles. That's how the devil is able to play with you, because that's all a karmic cycle is playing with the devil. It's you and your deadly sins that you are afraid to admit to everybody because you want to seem like you're oh so perfect. That's why people can never find dirt on me, because if you want to hear from me first, I'm the horse's mouth that I will lead you to the water and help you drink it and make you drink it. And you get what I'm saying? That's why they said you can't lead a person to water for them to drink it. It got to come from the horse's mouth itself in order to get understanding on who you are and what you put yourself through and what you became. That's why I said, can't nobody throw my past onto me. Because am I still living in my past? No. 46. Am I still that from the past? No. Y'all live in the past. That's why y'all going to forever be in sin. Baby, I'm telling you, this shit gets deep. It's very confusion. That's why the devil likes confusion. Because he likes to confuse you. He likes to keep you in delusions. And until you're ready to see the truth and seek the truth, you're going to be out of illusions. You're going to be out of delusions. You're not going to have mental health. You're not going to have none of that. You're not going to be depressed. You're not going to have none of that. That's the only reason why people are depressed, suicidal, delusional, mental health, mental illness is because you're still living in delusions. And you're not ready to like truthfully stand up and be upright as who you was always meant to be. For not only yourself, but for the kingdom of God. Because he already knows these things. He understands. He knows everything you're about to do from the time you wake up, from the time you go to sleep. It's just, are you going to be truthful and honest about what it is that you're doing and what you're getting yourself into? And then these people wonder why they sweat up and down you're doing stuff to them when they really the ones doing it to themselves. You feel me? That's why I don't want to hear that from nobody. Like, I know when somebody doing black magic on me because I feel it. Because I could be cool 1 minute, right? Have a peaceful state of mind. My thoughts is running through clearly. Okay, I'm getting information I'm supposed to. And I can feel when magic is being done on me, because if I watch something and I can't get my intuitive nudges from a message or a video that I'm watching, somebody is trying to block my downloads from coming in. Because they know that I'm very powerful when it comes to the wisdom and knowledge that I receive from God. It's because I just let God use me. I'm very open to it. And I'm not afraid for him to use me as a vessel. We all supposed to be used. If you can't be used, it's like you're worthless to him. You're no good to him. And it's like y'all got to get out of this shame and this guilt in order to be used by God. Nobody is perfect, bro. I want people to get that out of their head. I don't give a fuck what you got. The flyest clothes, the fastest car, the biggest ass, the prettiest face, the Brazilian hair. You keep yourself up, because anybody can keep their self up and could be full of fucking destruction inside. You feel what I'm saying? And now you're sitting right along with that Eve you keep laying and rolling around in the grave with. Because you rolling around in the grave with Eve. You not living. You're literally dying, okay? And not saying like you're literally dying. I just want people to look at it like, hypothetically speaking, or in a way to where as though you just see it in a spiritual term, in a spiritual sense. Because people, when people hear death, they start to be paranoid and shit. Like, no, bruh, ain't nobody wishing death on you. You got to start seeing things differently. or what I'm trying to say to you. That's why God be like, be ye separated from these people. These are people that are living in shame, living in guilt, living in regret, living in fear because the thoughts and opinions of others, because they need validation. That's why God is only going to bring people towards you that has already been there and done that. They already spoke their truth. They live their truth. They stand in their truth, and they not ashamed. And you're going to be able to keep continuing to live because you chose to live. That's what I'm saying. This stuff goes deep. You choose to have life or death. Because God gave us all free will. But it's like when you keep continuing to step out of his will because you feel like you don't have understanding on why you keep doing the things that you do, it's because now you got the devil running and controlling you. And there's lessons that you need to learn about yourself. That's why if you see 999, that's the completion of self. That's understanding of self in God's way, in God's view, in God's body. You get what I'm saying? That stuff is, I can go on and on, y'all. I'm just trying to just go with the flow. You feel me? So it's like, please don't ever be ashamed. Just be you, be happy, and do you. Okay? And so what? Because I'm pretty sure it's these hood niggas that be doing the most stuff behind closed doors, and then they come out into the world like they oh so big and bad, and they do this, they told that, they the whole time they butt buddies with their mans. You get what I'm saying? So it just be shit like that. It just be shit like that. That's when things becomes demonic. That's when you have demons. And now you need an exorcism, and now you possessed and all these different things. When all you had to do was just say, man, look. That's why if you paid attention to certain celebrities, they be funny as shit. They be like, yeah, I sure did bend his ass over and fuck him. You get what I'm saying? Like certain celebrities are coming out saying it, but they're doing it in a joking way. And these are the celebrities that ain't even making no noise no more. They not making no music. They not doing that. They try to silence them because these was the artists that wasn't ashamed to say, oh yeah, if you want to get fucked, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you. You get what I'm saying? It's these artists. Look at Orlando Brown. They try to make that man seem like he crazy. Try to make him out to be a whole joke. No, that man dead ass serious. He sad everything that the fuck goes on. But they know they can't touch him because he know who he is. That's what I'm saying. When you know who you are, nobody can do anything to you. Until you full blown know who you are. The ins and out of you. The ins and the outskirts of you. If you don't know who you is, people are going to always forever fuck with you and touch you and try to harm you and cause you pain. Because you need validation from the external world when God is like, you can get validation from me. I'm telling you what it is and what it ain't. You just want to listen to everybody else because you want to be portrayed as an image that you don't want people to see you to be. And so what if you're a beautiful, handsome man? That's why God gave you them features to be a beautiful, handsome man. You're supposed to be attractive. So what if you're a gorgeous, beautiful woman? That's what God gave you. You're supposed to be beautiful. You're supposed to be gorgeous. Okay? But hold on. Just like they came out when they tried to say back in the day Sierra was like how they say Sierra was a man or she was a boy or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Okay, and so if she was a boy and she had a sex change, don't nobody know that but her and God and whoever she was fucking on before she became a woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't want you to pay attention to this stuff that they be saying in social media because they want you to believe it's rumors. Half of this stuff they be saying, it ain't even rumors. It's straight facts. It's just people are not consciously aware enough to know that what they're hearing and seeing is the truth. So they rather let it fall on deaf ears and close their ears and be like, la, 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 blah, 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 and don't want to hear it. But it is what it is, buckos. Hold on. Son, why are you playing with the toenail clip? Get out. They're going to be like, oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, baby. I already said this shit some videos back. When I first started tarot, you ain't like this ain't nothing new, shorty. You just late as fuck. That's how you know people don't pay attention. They just be waiting to find some shit on you that they think that is dirt and it's not even fucking dirt. Cause you gonna go and get to talking shit and God is still gonna be laughing at your ass. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why like people always be trying to fish for shit that already been said and addressed. You late to the party, my nigga. You late. Y'all be so late. Y'all just be one that has something to gossip and talk about. Like, what you like, okay? What you love to do on your spare time when you alone and you ain't got nothing going on. I wait. You will swear up and down, oh, I'm working, I'm doing the God's work, I'm praying, and you lying. Okay? You probably doing all types of rituals and shit like that. Threesomes, all that. Okay? Like, stop it. That's why I said I'm gonna need for people to realize, stop lying about their life and get real with it. Because that's all it is. We're getting in a time and age where you got to be real with yourself. Stop trying to be real to everybody else and be real with yourself. Because you're only going to attract those that are fake and phony just like you. The ones that are afraid and ashamed to speak up. That's why I say a lot of you, 55, your business is about to level up. It's about to go through a drastic change because you keep remaining true to you. I'm not sitting up here stealing likes. I'm not stealing views. I'm not stealing people content. I'm not stealing people's shares. I'm not doing none of that. And I'm not paying people to comment under my stuff just to make it seem like you like me or you are interested in what I'm talking about. No. I just get on here and I just freely open myself up and be me. And whoever like it, whoever view it, and whoever comment on it, cool. I don't mind you giving your opinion. I don't mind you giving me your experiences and what you've been through and how much you love to be you and be proud in it. Okay? It's a difference between being proud and it's a difference between pride. Okay? Pride and proud is two different things. And some of these people are very prideful because they need validation to keep going along with these fairy tales and these lies and these secrets that they hide under. Like, I'm not hiding under a rock, okay? I'm not Patrick. Do the fuck it look like I'm Patrick? No, like, come on now. And Patrick was a star. Stars don't hide under a rock, okay? And dim they light. No, stars shine amongst everyone, okay? They come out and they be up in the sky and they shine above everything and everyone because they have their own place to be, their own place where God has placed them to be. Like, stop being Patricks and hiding under a rock. Why you think SpongeBob, even people knew SpongeBob was gay, but he came out, he didn't give a fuck. That's why SpongeBob gonna forever live on. He gonna be like the oldest childhood character of it all. Even the Rugrats, like most people don't even know the Rugrats was an incestuous family. But it's up to you to, like, you gotta research these things when you watch these things. You just gotta pay close attention to it. Okay? Because Angelica was really Tommy Pickles' daughter. And Angelica mother used to date Tommy Pickles, the husband. It wasn't just because they all was close friends. That's why Angelica, if you paid attention to Angelica, she always had that doll and she was always mean to Tommy. She was always mean to Dill, Tommy, and all them. Because she knew that she was the older sister out of all them, but she was kept a secret. That's what I'm saying. These cartoons and shit is dark. They're deep. Like, they're like to the point where they'll blow your mind. Research it and look it up. Or you don't have to research it and look it up. You just wait, like, other people gonna be able to tell you that what I'm saying is the truth. Because these people that create these storylines and these books and these cartoon shows and these movies, they know they are predictors. They are foretellers just like us. They can foresee the future. They can see things before it happen. They can tell their story, or they can just tell someone else's story and put it into a movie, and then you'll swim it down. Be like, damn, this is a good ass movie. Like, where he make this up from? Why you think Tyler Perry is the most famous movie, play, and all that? Because some of them stories that he was talking about was experiences that he been through in his life and his family, bruh. It's common sense. Ain't nobody gonna be a famous movie writer or a famous play director if they family ain't experienced these things. That's why he got stories for days. This man is gonna forever be rich. He's gonna forever have a name, and his name is gonna forever hold weight. because he's giving y'all his experiences of what he experienced when he was a childhood. He's just reenacting those things in people. You feel me? You see how everything plays a part? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
It's not that. It's
Okay, y'all. That's why I need to just give me a journal and just start writing, because I be having so much going on in my mind, because I really don't be having nobody to talk to but y'all, my YouTube family, the ones that really fuck with me, the ones that's really true to themselves and true and genuine about fucking with me. Like, because I know with some fake motherfuckers too that come on here and just want to watch me just to be nosy or to get information and run back and tweet elite tweet like a little birds, like Rocket Robbins tweet delete and shit like that. Like, I don't care about them. I care about the ones that really want to get to know who they are and be true to themselves, so that way they can live comfortably in their last days of being here, or whatever the case may be, when God is ready for you to go home. Okay? And you know, you add more life onto you when you be so honest, when you be comfortable in your skin and you not letting other people dictate you. I'm telling you, like, check your birth chart. Once you clear your Saturn return and you clear out all your karmic debts and all your karmic baggage from people, places, and things, the gossip, the lies, the slander, the rumors, the sins you committed, the things you did, and you speak up and you speak up, you speak up and you speak out about it, and now you're ready to embody your new you. I'm telling you, watch how many blessings fall into your life. Watch how God continues to favor you, because that's all he wanted you to do. And that's another thing. That's another revelation God gave me earlier this morning when I woke up. Most people don't want to answer their calling because they're not ready to be true to them. So they rather just stay in sin and live in depression, live in mental illness, live in health issues, health problems. Because I'm telling you, God is the only one that can heal you from all that stuff. He's the only one that can take away the mental illness, the depression, the health issues, the sickness, the disease. He's the only one that can take away that. Not man. You're just going to keep getting prescribed to medicines and keep being told to, hey, Mr. Jones, come back in the next few months. We'll see you and do it all over again. Yeah, because they're getting your money. That's it, and that's all. And it's like, until you are ready to, like, actually be the image that God wants you to be, you're going to forever be miserable. Because I know most people be like, how the fuck is she always up so early? Because early birds gets the worm. You feel me? I'm real live rising and awakening with the sun. And I go and I fall with the moon. And I am the moon because I'm a Cancer. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to hold unknown and known knowledge regardless, because I am a moon. That's why I say I'm waiting for my son. I'm the mama. Where's my daddy? Okay? Like, come on now. We done already cleared out our karma. We done already cleared our curses. Come on, baby. I'm ready for you. Because, like, we going to be doing this together. And I don't need nobody that's going to feel ashamed about getting up here and speaking their truth with me. Because I'm going to back you up like I'm supposed to. Okay, and who got a problem? Oh, because if you want smoke with him, you got smoke with me. And vice versa. You feel me? Like, where he at though? You feel me? Like, where he at though? Like, you got smoke with him, you got smoke with me. Bitch, because you a liar. Like, that's why we have, like, that's why adultery becomes a sin, because people know that they're fucking on other married men or other married women, but they're afraid to address that they used to fuck on married men or married women, or they used to just fuck around. And it's like, no, be true to you, bro. Or sis. And be happily ever after in that energy. Because that's where your peace comes from. Once you lay everything out on the table. You think you can sit with God and sit at God's table if you a snake or an enemy, or you someone that is like looking for validation? Like, I'm not judging you. Just know you ain't gonna be able to sit at his table. You ain't gonna be able to eat when it's time to eat. You just gonna be able to watch everybody else eat. That chose to join that table to be of an image, to be in the image of God, which is freely being you, with no strings attached. Just some of y'all still in soul ties, and you're trying to figure out why you keep being drawn back to this person, or why you can't get rid of this person, or why you can't let this person go. Because every time you open your energy up to that person and you lay down with that person, you have sex with that person, you is going to forever be attached to that person, because the same way that they have soul ties, you have soul ties. That's why I know most people be like, damn, it's easy for you to detach and walk away. Now all of a sudden you ain't got feelings, this, that, and the third. Cause I know what you coming with. You coming with either baggage or soul ties. And sometimes your baggage be your soul ties. It's all these different bitches or all these different men, excuse my language, all these different females and all these different men that you're stringing along. And I'm not trying to be a part of that. I want somebody that literally cleared out all that. Got all they ducks in a row for real, for real. Know who they is, not ashamed to be who they is. And then when they get with me, just know that we are the true embodiments of a man and a woman, which is the true Adam and Eve. That's what that is. Not this fake ass Adam and Eve y'all keep believing into. Because sin came in and gave Adam the apple and he just fell for it. And now he's stuck in captivity. He enslaved to his own will state of being, or his own way of being, because he's afraid to let people know, I arrived, niggas. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Excuse my language, y'all. But look, I be a comedian. I'm part-time comedian. Okay, I'm part-time philanthropist. Okay, whatever you want to call it. Shitting me. Y'all, I be over here cracking up, y'all. Like, I just be over here in my own world, as I'm supposed to be. Okay, while everything else going on out there, I'm over here in my own lane, in my own world, minding my business. Because you're not missing nothing out there. Everything is still going. You see how you just in here and you're just putting more knowledge and wisdom. You're implanting yourself, okay, with the knowledge and wisdom you're supposed to. You step out there, you be like, man, same shit, man. Just a different day. Ain't shit going on. It's the same shit, same people, like the same scenery. You just be like, man, if something just don't, just be different. And it's like, you might as well be the one that's different in the world, where everybody is the same. So when you do get those blessings from God, and you're able to start moving around, traveling, and venturing out new experiences, these people can't sit and say, oh, how you deserve to have this, that, and third, because you took time to actually fully be true to you to get these blessings that God has for you. So these people, that's why I said, when people think that they can take something from you, they can't. Because this is your wisdom and knowledge that you implanted in yourself. That's why I said you got to know that you are a plant. Everyone is a plant. And the seeds that you pour into your mind is what makes you grow. Okay, we got some dead plants and some dead trees out this motherfucker. They're just walking around. Like, they just walking around. Like, it's like, I want your brain. I want brains and shit like that. There's a bunch of dead zombies, dead plants, dead, all that. Dead animals. Like, come on. Like, feed your beast. Feed the beast within you. Feed it. Not feed the monster. Like, you're feeding the wrong things. All the wrong things. And do you wonder why all these things are occurring in your life? Because you're feeding a monster instead of feeding the beast that lives within you. And don't they got a drink called Monster? Like, you see, everything, it just be like, damn, this shit starting to make sense. Like, damn. Because what you need an energizer drink from? You already have the energy. The energy is what you plant into your well-being, into your body, into your soul, into your vessel. That's how you want to forever have energy. That's why, if you want to be technical, energy is currency. Because energy goes where energy flows. You giving energy to positive things, or things to enlighten or enrich your soul. That's why they have rich foods. You eat too much of the rich foods, then what? It's going to start causing harm to your body. But they never said nothing about implanting rich soil into your mind. Okay? That's why we have a brain. Our brain is so damn big. So you can implant as enough information as you want to in your brain, because it's never going to be shut off. It's never going to turn off. It's going to forever be functioning, even when you sleep. Only like your brain is connected to your heart. That's how you forever live. You walk around and be brain dead, and you want to be a zombie. Then you have heart problems. You have all these health issues because your brain is your source of living. I know people say it's your heart. I really feel like it's more so your brain. Because if I was to sit up here and like literally cut open your head and like look into your brain, it'll be like, bruh, you see the pulse, the heartbeat into your brain. I hope this makes sense. I ain't trying to be in too much into that. But anyway, you know. Okay? Just try to do different things with your life every day. Okay? Even if it's going outside, running on a treadmill, going to the gym, or eating fruits, eating vegetables, or walking outside, smelling the outside, getting some air, going into the sun, playing outside, doing whatever it is you want to do. Write, journal, ride a bicycle, just get on the metro or get in your car and just go sightseeing. Just go do different shit. Okay? Like, just go do different things. Because you're never held hostage. You're always able to move around. It's just your mindset. You feel like that you have to be held in the same position or the same environment. No. It's like some of us, we just choose to. Because we want to isolate ourselves from the world. Because we want to get more understanding of how the world operates. So when we step our energy out into the world, we will forever be aligned with all things in it. You get what I'm saying? Because when you put too much energy, time, and attention into the worldly things, you become hateful. You start to hate everything in it. And then you be mad at the world and ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You see what I'm saying? It's like you mad at the world. Well, you should be mad at yourself. That's why I don't mind taking time to isolate and like go into my hiding spot. Because when I step back out, I can always forever greet people and have respect for people and want to be around people because I'm taking the time away from people. So when I see you, it's going to be all love. It's going to be like, damn, I actually do miss your ass. You feel me? Like, I actually do want to be around you. I actually do want to talk to you. I do want to see you. You feel what I'm saying? It's not to the point where we around each other every day. You starting to irritate me. Everything you do, I can't stand your ass. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, I hate you. You annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. And da-da-da-da-da. And blah, 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 blah. And ha, 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 ha. No, give these people a break. Give yourself a break. I'm telling you, that was the main reason of quarantine, to see who really can, like, give people a break. Like, you feel me? Sheesh. Because I know some of y'all, like, and then it's the thing, it becomes toxic because some people, they're, like, real, like, codependent. They can't be alone or be by themselves because they have to face themselves. I'm telling you, if majority of these people was to sit in the house by themselves, sit in the room by themselves, even with their kids, they wouldn't be able to face themselves. Because their kids is a reflection of you. You get what I'm saying? So it will really irritate people. Like, it will really like drive them crazy. Like, that's why I say I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I sat in a whole shelter for almost a half a year with no TV, but just my phone and both of my kids. My daughter, she was like a wee little baby. My son, he was like 1 or 2. We ain't had nothing but just me and her. Me, him, and her. I got to know who they were. They got to know who I am. That's what I said. If people was to sit in a room by themselves or with their kids by themselves for a month or 2 months, they wouldn't be able to take it or handle it because they will fucking lose their mind. But your kids is just you. They're a miniature yous. They're a reflection of you. So if you can sit and take time to install and implant wisdom into you, and in your mind, somebody visions is all fucked up. Like somebody really needs to go and cleanse their energy. Because somebody images is just death. That's how you know somebody needs to like literally get away from the people, places, or the things that they're into. Because I'm sitting over here trying to give y'all information and somebody keeps trying to tap visions into me of death. Like nigga, go meditate, go pray, or you need to go on a mountain somewhere. That's probably what you need to do. Like you probably need to like take a vacation or a trip and just clear your mind. Just let it out. Because like the way your thought process is like it's scaring me, bruh. Like it really is. And it's like you know how people be good people and they not gonna hurt you or harm you. It's just that the stuff that they experienced in their life, they never had someone to like really help them meditate those emotions, feelings, and thoughts. And it's like when they find somebody that they can actually like they can actually understand them and hear them out and won't judge them, it's like they project it onto you. Because this person that I'm picking up on, they're not a bad person. It's just this person don't understand. It's like because they're awakening, it's like they're questioning a lot. They're questioning things. They're trying to understand why is this happening? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? And it's making them have these negative thoughts in their mind. Like they just want to just say, you know what? Fuck it. Like, what is my purpose of being here? And it's like I'm trying to get you to understand that. Just slow down your mind sometimes. Like slow down. Like if you feel like you're thinking about death or you're just thinking about anything that's like going to make you feel like you want to harm yourself because of depression, think of something else. Go to a happy state. Go to like something that made you happy. The last thing that you laughed at or the last thing that make you feel good about yourself. Maybe it could be me. You feel me? Maybe you just like to listen to me or watch me because I keep you in a happy state of energy. But don't project that stuff onto me. Okay? Because when you do that, it makes me feel like now I gotta be afraid of living my life when I know that's not me. Okay? Like I don't mind being there for you and helping you. And that's why you're in my life and that's why I'm in your life. To help you know that those thoughts, those images and visions that you're having, they're not your visions, there's not your thoughts. God don't have those God doesn't have that plan for you or over your life. When God says he has more for you, he has more for you. And can't nobody take it away. All Satan can do is come in and be a trickster because that's what Satan is. He's a trickster. He make you feel like everything that you work hard for and everything that you have going for yourself, he can steal, kill, and destroy you. If you allow Satan to have that much power and control over you, of course he's going to come through, steal, kill, destroy, and take it. But if you operate in the frequency and vibration of love and you're one with all things, then God is going to forever support you. God is going to forever make sure you meet people that's going to support you, meet people that's going to love you, meet people that's going to care for you, meet people that's going to respect you. Like, this stuff is deep, y'all. That's why I said when your psyche is nothing to play with. Mental illness is real. Sometimes mental illness comes from the thoughts of other people, the feelings and emotions of other people, and it can stem from our bloodline. So when God is trying to remove us from family by breaking, hey, baby girl, you okay? By breaking curses, is because some of our ancestors before us, like our great-great-grandmother or our auntie or our nephew or our long-lost cousins and stuff like that, they had mental illness. And you have to break it. You have to break it. God chose you because he knew you strong enough to break whatever depression you're going through, whatever sadness and sorrow you're going through. Like, you just have to see why you're going through it. Don't look at it as like, oh, because I just been a fuck up on my life and I ain't been shit. Or I don't have no reason to be here. It's like, that's why God is putting you through that until you see that you deserve to be here. Everybody deserves to be here. Everybody deserves to have whatever it is that they want. But if you keep allowing other people to take that from you, you're not gonna never know who you are. You're gonna forever be in a midlife, ever have identity crisis. I'm telling you, chosen and being awakened, it is hard because, like they say, only the strongest do survive. And then when people know that you have survived, they gotta keep up with your life because they like, damn, if he or she survived it, What's next? Like, what else they're about to do? Because people can see the greatness in you. People can see that you have the power and authority over yourself to overcome any adversities in your life. That's why sometimes most of us do be followed, or sometimes most of us are kept tabs on, because people are trying to understand how you do it. Like, what techniques did you use? Like, how did you overcome it? Because 9 times out of 10, some of our ancestors, when they was going through an awakening and they was in the same position we in now, being chosen to awaken and change humanity and uplift masses of people, they didn't make it because they didn't have enough tools and resources like we do now. Okay? Like, probably back then, they probably really needed to connect and tap into God. Like, real life, pray, 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 fast, and meditate. And some of them, it just got to the point to where they went back to drugs. It's okay, honey bun. Hope your kids have a beautiful day. And I hope you have a lovely day. It's just like, you just have to, like, be able to be strong enough to stem to it. Okay? So just, like, get yourself through it. For real, you got to get yourself through it. Because I'm telling you, like, when I was growing up, right, I'm going to just go back into my past. Because I guess my spirit guides and God want me to give y'all this explanation. Zoe, shh. Because she excited. See, that's how you know your energy. It's all about your energy. She over here twirling around in her own world, laughing and dancing. And to me, I'm thinking this noise, it's just her just enjoying herself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta understand the emotions of yourself. Because I'm in a good emotional state. She's in a good emotional state. It's like your kids piggyback off your energy. If you're sad, you're angry, you're upset, they're gonna feel that. They're gonna sense that energy. And then you wonder why they're angry, they're upset, or they're depressed, and they don't want to talk to you, or they don't want to be bothered by you. I'm telling you, she in her own world right now, twirling around, talking about some la 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 la. But anyway, I'm going back to the explanation of when I was younger. When I was young and I was raised, my aunt always kept me, like, I learned the basics of school, like counting, reading, and all that stuff. But she really kept me in, like, a very creative state. Like, me and my cousins, we used to sing, we used to dance. We thought we was Destiny Childs. I'm telling you, child. I was like, I'm telling you, we thought we was Destiny Child. Okay, I ain't care who I was. I could be Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle. I could be all they ass. Okay, we gonna just blow their ass out the water real quick. But we used to pretend we was Beyonce. My uncle, he was a DJ, so he taught me how to DJ. Like, he taught me all that stuff. He used to take me to over here, and where I'm located at, we got an outside skating rink. If you from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. All right, we had an outside skating rink. We used to, where you could go. All you need is, like, the tickets was just $11 back then or some shit like that, and all they give you your rollerblades and you just get the skating. And it's outside though. They had a little skating ring, you just go around. My uncle used to teach me how to play chess. That's why I'm so good at, like, checkmating people, because it's like all this stuff that you learn with your child is the strategic things you need in life. Especially when it comes to, like, what's that other game? It's this other game. It's so old, y'all. I can't remember it. Hold on. I got to sit up. Because my phone, I'm not trying to let my phone die because I do want to talk to y'all. What? Go pee. Like, it's just so much, y'all. I'm telling you. It's just so much that go through my mind and so much that go through my head all at once. And it just be like, I be having so much to talk about and so much to express. You feel me? And it's like, when you know how smart your kids is, other people will try to downplay that too. I'm telling you, all this stuff I'm telling y'all, I already done experienced. So I already know some of you are experiencing it now. Where your child is being chastised or ostracized in, like, schools and stuff like that, while they're always being picked on, or why every time they come home, you ask them how was their day, and they be like, it was okay, or don't worry about it. And it's like, no, because we don't have people that actually care for our children or our kids' well-being no more. Like, to make sure they having a good day. Like, how's everything going in the home? You see what I'm saying? Like, some kids need to go to school to escape. That's the only way they escape, by going to school, because they probably is around abuse all the time. or they being treated like shit. You feel me? And that's why some people be trying to. I'm sorry, y'all. I just put some Blistex on, and you know how the white shit when you get to talking to it. So please excuse me. All right. Yeah, I just put some Blistex on. But anyway, it's like some people they gotta take their kids to school because they want to escape from their kids. I'm telling you, if people knew how to sit and deal with their kids that they created, motherfuckers would be hanging themselves. I'm telling you, like people will be hanging themselves. But you gotta be mindful. This is what you created due to their atmosphere and their environment. All my kids want to do is play all day. They want to just play. Okay? They want to like be kids. Cause you're supposed to let a kid be a kid. Like I feel like in some form, shape, and fashion, like school is like some form of imprisonment. And then half of these people that they have teaching your kids, they not even like well educated enough to be teaching your kids. So they get frustrated with the student when a child is smarter than you. Like you can't do that. You can't do that because some of these kids are like highly advanced. When they first come out of the coochie. You feel what I'm saying? Like they be like, they know more than us sometimes. And we be the parents. We're still learning. And they could just come out like, you know how you see different videos and stuff like that on YouTube where some parents be recording their child and their child be like, I seen angels, or I seen God, or I had a close encounter with God, and God said this and God said that. Yeah, because these kids know. These kids know exactly what they be doing, what they be talking about, and all that. Like, that's why I say this stuff gets deep. I be trying not to, like, talk too much about it. But if you know, you know. Because they would try to shadow ban my shit on YouTube. They'd probably block me. They'd be like, Because that's what they do. Like, when you are a real, true leader and you're trying to, like, help people understand for their own understanding, it's like they'll try to block you. Like, they'll slow down your views, your content. But if I get up here and I start advertising nonsense and ignorance, oh, I bet you I'd have been famous, I'd have been rich and all that shit. You feel me? So never think because you're not where you need to be that just because you feel like you're not where you need to be, oh, just know that you are exactly where you need to be. Cause just like the devil can fool you, God can too. It's just God want to see if you gonna keep going, if you gonna keep holding the faith within Him, and know that He gonna make things turn around for you in your life. So it's like He really want to see is you really gonna put the work in, like you say you're gonna put the work in. That's why I say I don't ask y'all for money. I don't ask y'all for donations. It even got to the point when I was doing my tarot cards, I just started doing free personal readings. But then people would even bring their ignorance over there and ask for free personal readings, and they not asking for shit. They don't really want to know what's going on in their life. They want to ask me about dumbass shit. What a nigga doing? Oh, this nigga, I used to deal with this nigga. He used to like me, and he started cheating on me, and he ghosted me and disappeared. I want to know if I should stay with him or still deal with him. Bitch, you can answer that yourself. That means move the fuck around. What the fuck? That's what I said. People just be asking stupid shit. They don't never want to like ask stuff that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like people just love to stay in stupidity. Like I don't understand it. Like I don't understand it. That's why I said if my channel get any more bigger and broader, I think I'm gonna just start making community groups. Like to where as though we all be one as a community. To where we all protect each other, we all make sure everybody is well taken care of. Shit, we can even have like food banks and shit. We all meet up in one state, one city, some fucking way. And we all come together and just feed and give back to the homeless, give back to people and shit like that. That's the shit that I'm on. That's the shit I'm looking for. That's the shit I want to be dealing with. And we still can parlay, turn up and chill. You get what I'm saying? But right now, it's like where I'm at and stationed in my life. Because God is awakening me more and more to my purpose. I don't know why I'm about to cry. Who is crying?
Mine.
Like somebody feel like they met the love of their life or some shit like that. Like somebody like, oh my gosh, like I'm so in love with her. Like y'all see my eyes? Like I feel like I'm about to cry. Like who is crying? Like somebody love you or something like that. Like they so like starstruck or some shit. Or like they're like your biggest fan or something like that. Like somebody is in love with you, child. I don't know. Because they making me about to cry. What the hell? God damn. This person must be truly connected to you. But it's just since I've been on my purpose and just awakening more and more, like I don't have time for that even like my kids being in school. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I know, like, even the system know that. Cause like when they start to not bother you, it's because they know your purpose. They know what you're called here to do. It's just they have to do their job by fucking with you to see if you know what the fuck you supposed to be doing. That's it, and that's all. That's the only reason why they do stuff to cut it off or to like cause errors or to keep having you come back up there and do this and do that is because they want to make sure you know what you're supposed to be doing and who you is. You feel me? Like I'm telling you, somebody is like literally emotional over y'all. It don't even make no sense. Like it don't make no sense. Like I be having so much stuff to talk about, y'all. Y'all don't understand. That's why I'm just getting to the point to where though, like I don't even want to stay too focused into my cars because that's a part of distractions too. Like when I be focused more on tarot, and it's like half of this stuff, all I need to do is have a book, a journal, and just start writing my mind. Like just speaking my mind on a piece of paper and shit like that, or just getting on here, turning the camera on, speaking my mind. I think that's where I'm gonna get most of my support at. Because I know people be looking at me like, girl, you too overly qualified for tarot. Why you still in tarot? Why you still trying to prophesize over people's life with tarot? You need to find something else to do. Like most people probably like, just talk. Just get up here and talk. What? Hold on, Zoe. So I know people probably be like, girl, you don't put them damn cards down. Okay? Because I think when I be... Shh, you gotta wait. I think when I be using cards, y'all, I be like, oh my gosh, what's new? It's nothing new. It's nothing else to talk about. Like, we just keep talking about the same thing. Third parties cheating and doing this, that, and the third. That's why I think that, like, tarot, it do become demonic after a while. It really does. And it becomes like some form of possession. Because you could get lost in that realm. Like, you just get lost in that world. And then you not even really, like, socially gravitating to people or getting to know different people because all you focus on is tarot. Like, oh, what's next? What's this person doing? What this person up to? And the whole time you could have been beginning to know this person, getting to know to talk to this person. Okay, spirit, damn, don't come for me. Like they coming for me. They coming for me. They like we can't even get to know you because you keep putting your business, your work, and your career before the relationship. Like I want to get to know you. Like I'm gonna take this to the next level. You could have already been married. You could have already been in a relationship. You could have already did all these things. But we get so lost and caught up into things that don't matter. See? And look, at least I can be truthful and honest about it. I ain't trying to run from the truth. You see? Like, I can face it. Most people can't. They be trying to run from it. Nah, that ain't true. Nah, tarot. They be trying to validate everything. Nah, nigga. God said what he said. Stop paying attention to tarot and go meet man and go meet that woman. You feel what I'm saying? Go out. Have fun.
Mommy,
Shit, just stumble across there. Just say, oops, my bad. I ain't know you was here, but how you doing? What's up with you? It's like that. Huh? Hey. You'll be like, oops, I ain't mean to bump into you. I thought shit. Well, I don't know why I just got that saying about Denzel Washington. He was like, Planet Rock ain't got shit on me. Some of y'all is hiding under a rock. Y'all need to come out. Okay? Like, I think somebody's like, don't worry about what you look like. Just be yourself. Or let it fall into play.
No, you're not done yet.
I feel like that message for me, too.
You're not done yet.
That message for me, too. Okay? Because you know how you be crushing on people. Like, you crushing on somebody. But you like afraid. You like, oh, my gosh. Am I supposed to be the one to say something? Yes, baby. You like, what am I supposed to do? And you sitting up here asking God what you supposed to do. And the whole time he been telling you. But sometimes we do let fear take over. And it be like, it is not that hard just to open your mouth and start a conversation. And I guess because we be worried about what other people gonna say or how other people gonna feel. And so what? Fuck it. It is what it is. Maybe some of y'all need to see what true love really is. Or maybe y'all need to see what true happiness feels like or some shit like that. Like I think we be just be taken away from our own happiness sometimes because we don't be like actually taking the time out to like focus on what it is that we know that we need. Because when we desire things a lot or we desire things too much, that's what we need. But because we're desiring it, we're thinking like, oh, it's just a dream or it's a fantasy. It could never happen. And God be like, anything is possible. He can make anything happen. You just gotta believe it enough for it to happen. I'm telling you, somebody like your lips, because every time I'm talking, I'm looking at your lip. I'm looking at my lips as I'm talking. Like, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. This is so awkward. This person gonna make you be awkward as fuck. You gonna be like, why am I acting like this? Why am I doing this? Like, this person gonna make you be weird. They gonna make you be doing the weirdest shit ever. You gonna be like, oh, so we both weird. Now I see why the fuck we together. Because you weird, I'm weird. We just some weird motherfuckers. Okay, let's kiss. Like, the fuck, you be like just two weird ass people. You get what I'm saying? Like, you be like, why am I being so awkward? That's just like, you know how you supposed to be putting the food somewhere. Say like you trying to put the food in the oven the whole time you fucking around put the food in the microwave. You be like, oh, damn. Or you fucking around and trying to put you supposed to be putting the food on the stove. You fuck around and put the food in the cabinet or some dumb ass shit like that. You're like, what the fuck? Are you okay? Are you sure? You be like, nah, I ain't okay. It's you. You making me like that. Like people, that's how you know. I think that's like the best energy to be in. When somebody can make you just be weird and awkward all of a sudden. I think that's where the best relationships come in. Like where you can just be yourself instead of trying to be something you're not. That's when you wonder why y'all just at odds or y'all always fussing, fighting, and arguing. Let's be weird together. Oh shit, I just got up and farted. You farted too. Oh shit, like you get what I'm saying? Like, or you just be like, let me see what's in your nose. You got a booger. Most people be like, why you want to dig in my nose? Go get me some tissue. Look, nigga, I said what's in your nose. Okay, we gonna get into your nose and get them boogers out. That's like the most weirdest shit. That's a real true relationship right there. Somebody can get your boogers for you. Okay, and stop trying to like be all perfect and be like, can you go get me some tissue? Like, if you don't get in that fucking nose and get that book out, and then you go get some tissue. Like, just be weird. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Stop with being weird and awkward. It's just people want to be perfect too fucking much. They just want to be too fucking perfect because they don't want people to like be like, ooh, like why are you doing it? Some people they just fucking gross. Like, I ain't gonna hold you like. It's okay to be like weird and awkward at times, but don't be fucking gross. Shh. Let me go in there, y'all, because he didn't go with the news. Okay, shh. Like, don't be awkward. I mean, don't be gross. Because I done seen people gross. Like, I didn't, whoa, child. I ain't even about to get into that because that embarrassed this person. No, child. But just know, I done seen people do gross shit and they pluck boogers on your wall. They plucking shit. Like, you just be like, bruh, what is up with you? Or they know that they child have an accident on themselves. Like, say for instance, see, this is why I don't be wanting to talk about this, because this is going to embarrass a lot of people. But they was embarrassing you. Hold on, so just know, I'm going to just say for instance, just don't be gross. That's it. Like, I don't like that gross shit. Like, and then it's like you know you gross and you don't give a fuck. Like that's a fucking pet peeve to me. Like, bitch, you deserve to get smacked. Or man, sir, woman, whoever. Like that's disgusting. Like, you know you're not supposed to be doing that, but you just had that mentality like you don't care. Like that's the grossest shit I ever in my life would experience. Like that'll make you want to realize beat the shit out of that person and tell them get the fuck out. You feel me? Like, yes. All right, like just don't be gross. Like I don't care if you got some weirdness to you, you awkward. I don't care if you.
Mom, I'm ready to get into. I'm getting into. I'm trying to water on.
Go ahead, Zoe.
This is dirty.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Come here.
Hold on, y'all. She just want to be seen.
Look at it. What's that? What's this? Oh, how do you do that?
I don't know what that is. She talking about this. This tub is not dirty, y'all. It is white. I don't know what she talking about. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, just don't be gross. That's the thing that blow me. Because I'm a neat freak. Like, I like to clean. I got OCD. I do something look controllably out of order for too long. I be like, oh, no. Son got good. We all gonna get to cleaning in this motherfucker. Even if you ain't gonna clean, just step aside and let me clean. Because it's nothing like you cleaning when other people else clean. Like, because you know that you clean to the T. Like, you make sure everything is spotless. Like, you give me a whole bottle of bleach. You like, bleach gets the job done, right? Yes, let it go down. No, it gotta go down. Just calm down, Zoe. Like, you know how you do be trying. Wow, 6 boys. Sheesh. You don't know how to treat women. What, you a man or a woman?
Women.
It depends. Because if a man having like all straight boys, you must was doing something.
Yeah.
That's God teaching you how to treat women. Oh yeah, so you a woman. That's the difference. God must knew you needed men. Like you needed them sons for a reason. To protect you. Because you must have probably been in some bad relationships in your past or something like that. And God was like, we gonna make sure she got all straight boys. So if a nigga would, they could be like, what? Come for my mother, what? It's like, you be like, nigga, what? We ready. We all lined up. Who getting knocked out first? That's the energy y'all probably get. Like, we all lining up. Who getting knocked out first? Come for my mother, what? You be ready like shit. You be like, nigga, what? Stop playing. I'm telling you. That's good though. You got all boys. Cause I'm telling you, they gonna be ready. They gonna make sure they protect you. God knew what he was doing. Cause he probably got tired of these low life ass niggas playing with you. So he probably like, all right, I got a trick for all y'all niggas. Try that shit again. Try that shit this time. All her sons gonna knock your ass out. Okay? They gonna line your ass up real quick. You know how people be like, line your ass up and get this ass whooping. Mm-hmm. Yep. My firstborn was a boy. And that's the thing. It's like people be trying to like figure out who you were in your life. But the ones that always be so quick to say this, that, and the third about you be the main ones that be having more skeletons in their closet. Or more dirt. Like, I think that's what the bone collectors. I think that's why the Grim Reaper be coming around collecting shit. Because these be the people that be having the most skeletons in their closet. And it's like, you got blood on your hands due to all the lies that you've been telling. Just period. That's why I don't like this. I don't tell the truth and shame the devil. Look at this pimple on my face. Just formulate. That's why I say every time I read my cards, the Ace of Swords comes out. Because I'm hitting y'all with the sword of truth. That's the sword of David. Like factuals, actual factuals. Like, I ain't got to sit up here and cap to y'all because I'm not capitalizing off y'all. We don't need to capitalize off y'all for. The freak, like, I don't live your life, you don't live mine. I just try to give y'all the best advice that I can possible so y'all can move accordingly in y'all own lives. Because if I sit up here and be more focused on y'all and what y'all got going on, then life would just be passing me by. No. That's why I be sitting over here, like, putting more energy into myself. Some people call it selfish. Nah, it's just when you've been a selfless person all your life and you always was the giver and you always gave and you're still in that giving energy because that's just you, that's naturally you. It's going to be a point in time where it's time for you to receive. But I'm telling you, when it's you on the receiving end, these blessings are going to be so beautiful, so immaculate. It's going to amaze and shock a lot of people. And then you're going to have people with swearing up and down that they was with you shooting in the gym. No. Remember, you left me out for dead. You left me out to dry. You left me out like a towel rack. You wasn't there shooting with me in the gym. So now don't come around when all this shit start to flourish and start happening in my life. Because I don't want to hear nothing from nobody sitting up here saying, oh, I was always there supporting you. Yeah, you was supporting me in my face, but talking about me behind closed doors. That's always how I go. Point blank, period. That's why I say for all my true supporters, my A1 day ones that's been rocking with me and still here rocking with me and still getting to know me just as I'm getting to know you, I fucks with you. Okay? But I'm not gonna be nobody's fool, and I'm not gonna be gullible and naive to just believe that any and everybody is there for me. Nah. It's just I'm gonna just move accordingly. I'm gonna act accordingly. I see you, you see me. Just period. So I just be like, I just go with the flow. I ride my own wave. Cause if you try to ride other people's waves, you always gonna drown. It's like sink. It's like float. It's like drown or sink at this point, or float, or fly, or swim, or whatever. That's why I always swim above the current, especially when it comes to my emotions. If I feel like I'm too emotionally overwhelmed or I got too many emotions coming to me at once, I would try to block it out and avoid it until I'm ready to like handle it or ready to get back to it. Because sometimes those emotions and feelings don't even be mine. It be other people's emotions and feelings, and they just thinking about me, projecting them to me, trying to make me feel everything that they feeling. You feel me? Like, which I don't have a problem with, because if you need to purge and cleanse yourself and release, do that. I'm going to support you for you to cleanse, release, and purge the energy that's attached to you. That's making you feel sad. That's making you feel lonely. That's making you feel like you don't have nobody in this world. When all these people, there's people out here for you. Just know you're just not for everybody. Okay? It's somebody out here for somebody. It's just once you get to that point of you being true and knowing who you are, you're not going to fit in. You're not going to blend in because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to stand out amongst the crowd. Okay? So if people are calling you a geek, a nerd, a weirdo, you're awkward, oh, you, like who will want to be around him or who will want to be around her, that's cool. That's cool because the same people that you around, they don't even fuck with you for real, shorty. Like real life, whether you're a man or woman, they don't really fuck with you. Okay? They looking at you sideways, and you sitting up here thinking y'all good old friends, and y'all all cool, and they gonna rock with you. They sitting up here plotting on you, cause they know who you is. They can see you, like just point blank period. Like that's why I said people love like trying to throw other people towards the wolves, and whole time they about to be the one that's about to get ate up, and they don't even know. And I picked that up on one of my readings too, long time ago. I was like, why so many people are quick to throw you to the wolves, to the alligators, to the sharks, and all that geeking ass shit. It be them that's about to get ate up and chopped and screwed and all that other shit. Okay? It's just these people are used as a catalyst to awaken you to who you is, because they already know who you is. These wolves, these sharks, these alligators, these lions, tigers, and bears, oh my gosh, they already know who you is. They already know. It's just they gotta play their part. Because if they was to come out and like real life befriend you and be cool with you and sit and talk to you, and because they know what you know, it like they wouldn't be able to do what they supposed to do to awaken you to your true north, your true self. Like just period. So they gotta play along. They gotta play along. I'm telling you. That's why I'm actually glad that I like treated people the way they were supposed to be treated when I was around them. Even though they was treating me as such, but I knew what it was for. It was just to awaken me. It was just for me to realize be who I always been, a real down ass female. That they know if they was to leave me with some shit or have me in their house or anything, they know I wouldn't touch nothing. That shit'll still be there. This when they leave and when they come back, I'm telling you, people will be able to trust me and leave shit with me and let me hold shit. And they know when they leave, it'll be there. That's the test. Like people don't pay attention to that. That's why I said wolves can smell a snake. They know who's a snake. They just gotta befriend the snake before they eat the snake. The fuck? Like that's why I said people be confused. This reverse psychology. You sitting up here trying to feed me to the wolves and to the pack and all that. They looking at you like this bitch don't even know that we about to eat her ass. Okay? Like we been watching her the whole time. She been lying, she been stealing, she been she been trying to like get us to switch up on this person. We already know who this person is. Do she know who she is? She don't even know that she is about to get ate and rolled up, like the snake that she is. Like, I'm telling you, that's why you always gotta treat people the way you want to be treated. Even if somebody that introduced you to these people, places, and things is trying to make it seem like that they have control over you, no, because they don't even have control of themselves. So how they gonna have control over you? But it gotta come off like that because it's all an illusion. Look at this pimple. Like, it's all an illusion to be a pretender. But because you so true and real and authentic to yourself, you can't be a pretender. It's gonna be hard for you to try to pretend and fake and blend in. Cause you gonna be one of them people, you gonna get so irritated with trying to be fake. You gonna be like, look, and a matter of fact, I don't even fucking like you because you just sat up here and talked about Day Day. Hold on, y'all. It's gonna be like, you just sat up here and talked about Day Day. Like, we ain't just hear you talking about Day Day 2 days ago. And now you want to fake and ask Day Day, oh, Day Day, can I hold this? Oh, Day Day, can I see, can this, then the third? Like, nah, I can sense that shit. I can sense that goofy shit. And sometimes these people be having to test you to see where your heart at. That's why people don't doing things for you, doing favors for you, because they know your heart. They know you a real person. You stay real and you always thank them. Even when you through lessons, you still was appreciative of them for being in your life and coming into your life and helping you grow and develop the skills you already had within you. It just be these fake goofy ass bitches and these fake goofy ass niggas that be sitting up here just kissing ass because they know that they be the ones that's the snakes. That's why people always gonna fuck with me. And they be like, why you don't like this person again? Like, so you want us to turn on this person you because you don't like yourself. That's what that is. But this person like they suck, because it seems like this person can openly express and openly say and openly still be them genuinely. And we can smell you like you right. As I said, they can smell you. Like, this shit is not even a joke. That's why you don't play with shit like that. Like, it's real type of jungle out here. Like, but people be so damn brain dead, they just they burnt the fuck out. You just burnt the fuck out at this point. Like, you just burnt out. Okay.
It's not got no juice on it.
Mm-mm.
It's not got no juice.
Okay.
It's not got no juice.
Like, you just be burnt out. I'm telling you, people just be burnt out. For real. At least at times where, like, you feel like you're under pressure, you still able to, like, ask for help. You still able to, like, open your mouth if you need some form of help or instructions. It's not like you sitting there pretending like you know it all. That's just because I don't know it all. I'm still learning. But if it's any questions that I need to know or if I need help, I'm going to open my mouth and ask. Somebody must needed to hear that. Like, somebody real life don't even know where they ass at. But they sit up here and they think that they know your life. They can read your life and tell your story and this, that, and the third. They don't even know their own story. Somebody's like in delusions. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, you just in delusion or illusion. I don't fucking know. Because you've been playing with delusions all your life. And it's like, how you going to get out of that? Like, somebody really needed to hear that. Like, somebody been playing with illusions all their life because they're delusional. And all these illusions and delusions they got going on, they don't even know they don't know how to answer to it. Like, that's why I said somebody hiding under a rock like Patrick, or somebody hiding or some shit like that. Like, somebody don't even want people to know where they at. Or where they bees at or something like that. That's why what is it? Generosity is always good to be in. To stay genuine. You know these people, they just doing what they supposed to be doing. They just doing what they supposed to be doing. But keep your heart open though. Don't close your heart off and start being wicked because somebody is just teaching you a lesson. That don't mean that they don't like you. It's just they got to teach you a lesson. So keep your heart open at all times. You close your heart off, they gonna sense that. That's fear. They love to fear. They love to feed all that fear. I'm telling you, somebody been playing with illusions too damn much, and it's catching up to them. It's damn near causing them to have some form of psychosis. Like how you do that? That's what I said. I don't play with spells. I don't play with none of that shit. I just be me, free heartedly, openly, cause I love people genuinely, regardless what they did to me and all that. It's called respect. You give respect, you gonna get it. That's the way of life. That's the oldest book told. Like, come on, man. That's why they say real recognize real. They can tell who's real and they can tell who's fake. But sometimes we gotta get tested too to make sure we are who we say we are, bruh. That's why somebody got a rude awakening coming to their age. They don't even know. They wanted it to be you trying to prophesize and apologize on your life and shit like that. And that shit is going in reverse. It's backfiring tremendously. I'm telling you, because somebody thought that they was like they could prophesize over your life. Oh, this gonna happen to you? That gonna happen to you? Like, no, that shit is all lies. Stop trying to swap your life for mine, because you playing illusions, little girl. I'm telling you, it's a feminine energy I'm picking up on, about to have a rude awakening. And she thought it was gonna be you. Just like she thought it was gonna be me. No, I stayed true to me. I don't play those type games, and not on that type time. Especially when it comes to sexually too. Like, I protect myself at all times. Especially if I, like, come on, bro. We not doing that. Like, people just sad out here. Real life sad out here, bro. Like, you just gotta pray for these people and just wish them the best. That's all you can do. That's why I say I don't stoop to nobody's level. I just forever speak my truth and hold my peace. So when shit do come around, people will know, oh yeah, what she's saying, I believe that, because I can feel that. They can feel it. It's all energy. It's all vibration. Like, people can sense and tell when you telling the truth. And people can sense and tell when you telling a lie. That's why it's best to be truthful at all times. Even if it do come off as like people might feel like you better than them, or you Miss Goody Two Shoes or Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And so what? At least you ain't gotta worry about the shit that comes with it, with the lies you done told and kept running off with and trying to blame everybody else for your shit. No. You gotta sit in it and you gotta live it. That's your life you created. That's why people need to be mindful. You create the life that you want to live. And then you can't go to somebody else and think that you're going to steal their life and take their life. No, that's not how they work. Because it was never signed up for their life to be taken. I'm telling you. That's why I'm glad I learned all my Saturn return lessons dealing with the devil. Because I just looked at my chart yesterday and things has been changed. Like, the planets and the alignments in my chart is changed. Because it's like, once you... Because you got to pass your tropical chart. Like, your tropical is all about you from the past. It's all the stuff you did in the past, who you were in the past, people knew you was in the past, and all that other stuff, right? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. She in there washing her hair, y'all. Because I do got to do her hair. So she might go get ready for me to do her hair. But, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying. So, sorry, no, I be over here tripping, y'all. But, yeah, it's like when the tropical is your old chart. It's like who you were in the past, who people perceived you as in the past, right? And it's like once you clear out all your karmic debt from the past, like dealing with people, places, and things, people you used to know, people you used to hang with, be around, all that, and you stay in your truth and you stay with integrity, then when you go to check your chart again, you will be in your Vedic. And your Vedic is your North Node. It's where you're supposed to be. It's where your good fortune at. It's where your blessings come in. It's where you're being rewarded by the universe and by your ancestors and by God and by spirit. That's what that is. So if you wonder, like, when you go to check your chart now, I'm gonna keep all these distractions up so I won't stay in my truth or stay in my power. But anyway, thank you for those who still here listening and rocking with me. But like I was saying, when you go to look up your chart again, right? So once you've been through all your completions, you've been saying 999, and also if you've been saying 777, that's because your blessings are coming towards you very soon. And you're learning and mastering spiritual lessons within yourself of who you are, first and foremost. That's why it's called doing the shadow work. So when you do your shadow work and you stay of the light and because you're going to always go back in the dark in order to get and regain and get more information. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't stay in the dark for too long. Because some people, they stay in the dark for too long because they get complacent and that's all they know. So when it's time for them to come out and show themselves, that's why I say it's like hiding under a rock. And it's like once you come out and you show yourself, you have an identity crisis because you done forgot everything about who you were, what you was about, and what you stood for. But I'm going to give y'all more about y'all charts so y'all can be able to understand it and read it. Like, I used to be into reading charts, but I don't read it no more. Like, I think I only read one person's chart that was close to me. That was my twin, but he was a karmic. Okay, he was on the same, like, he no knowledge and wisdom like me, but he just don't want to change. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, because some of these people come into your life and it's because God is ready for them to step up to the plate to be who they're supposed to be. But they stay in their karmic energy, so it's like they don't want to change or do anything better. But anyway, like I was saying, excuse me, because my leg. Just once you pass your Saturn return and you completed everything within yourself, as in within, so within, so without, as above, so below. Yes.
Can we go to the playground?
Hold on, Zayden, please. Because I need to get this out or I'm going to forget. Like, it'll show you the placements that has changed in your chart.
Yeah, you got the right.
Shh. Like, you will see that everything, like, some placements will still be there because that's where you reincarnated at. So them places going to be forever there because you passed those lessons. Stop. You learned those lessons. You understand what those lessons mean to you so that way you can decipher them for everybody else. So the only thing that'll change now is probably like your moon sign. Can you go over there? It's like probably like your moon sign. And I'm thinking also like where, was it like your 11th house or 8th house or something like that? I think those are the two that's going to switch from tropical to Vedic. I don't know. I guess only I can, like, because I know what is being shown and given to me, so only I can, like, understand it for me. That's why I said I'm not really into, like, birth charts like that. But, like, if I was to study more on birth charts and have understanding, y'all be able to, like, understand how to read your birth chart. Okay? That's probably why people wanted to, like, swap energies with you, because they wanted your karma. Because these people is about to get a whirlwind of karma hidden, given to them on a silver platter. That's because they didn't do their shadow work. They didn't do no shadow work. And now you're just causing towers. You're causing towers in people like, yeah, because you have did so much work in the spiritual realm. Now God is using you as his raft. As the quiet before the storm. He's using you as the storm. He's using you as his wrath. He's using you as his secret weapon. He's using you as, like, the person that he can go to defeat all enemies. To slay all demons. To slay all dragons and shit like that. So it's like, you just gotta know who you are. You just gotta, like, keep continuing to, like, study and understand that he just creating you in his image. Because he know you're not perfect. So always stay true to you. Okay? Because some of y'all ain't new to this. Y'all true to this. I don't know what my son doing, y'all. He's over here bugging out. But I'm about to get up off here, y'all. I love talking to y'all. I love vibing with y'all. I love the energy. It was very smooth sailing. It was very easy flowing. Excuse me. Bye-bye. It was very, like, calming, relaxing. We got the messages out fluently. Whatever messages that was supposed to be told and given to y'all, I'll be back on here later. Probably read some cards later on today if I feel like it. But I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed, and productive day. And continue to rock with your girl. Like, share, comment, as well as subscribe, and hit that bell noti. Peace.